Oh, the price I pay to express myself through scent. Hey forum, Manny back here with another video on the CascadeScents fragrance station, and this one is on my top 5 best fragrance brands / houses. As always, before we get on with everything, the goal for this video is 500 likes. If we reach that goal, I'll randomly PM one of you subscribers in the comments section below for your details, as you'll be the recipient of an assorted niche fragrance sample pack. You can only enter the contest once per YouTube account, so please do not leave more than one comment. Please make sure that your account is enabled to send and receive inbox messages, and that you're subscribed to this channel if you aren't so already. Anyway, firstly, about these brands, fragrances are super hard to quantify and as a result are mostly subjective. So when I mean my top 5 best brands, I mean what's best for me. So in other words, my favorite brands. And I'll explain why these brands made the list, starting with my number 5 now. Here's Guerlain. Now Guerlain is pretty much synonymous with classic and contemporary perfumery, from their brand exclusives to the Guerlain accord used in their classic and modern lines. Guerlain seems to have all of their consumer bases covered in 2018 and seemingly since ever. But when I think of Guerlain myself, the one thing they definitely have everyone beat for me is specifically how they manipulate the note of vanilla, even further more specifically in the L'Art et la Matière line. And I've gone in depth about my favorite ones in weeks and months past, which are the slightly fruity and spicy yet super dry aromatic Angelique Noir, and the comforting yet slightly animalistic Queer Beluga. So as crazy as it seems, on my love for the vanilla note alone, and for the fact that I think the brand has at least one vanilla fragrance for everyone out there who loves a note too, that's why they made the list here at number 5. Again, it's Guerlain. Moving on to my next best favorite brand now, here we go at number 4. Frederic Malle. Now, Fred Malle has just the coolest brand ever because dude styles himself as more of a perfume publisher than an atypical brand creative director. So it's as if his pro perfumer collaborators are the writers / authors who mostly have the creative control of what they concoct for Fred's brand altogether. And when considering all of his creations, I've gravitated mostly towards his aggressive floral scents, like the super realistic Lys Méditerranée and Une Rose by Edouard Flechier, and the sultry and assertive Carnal Flower and Portrait of a Lady by Dominique Ropion. So since I love the possibility of unlocking the creative and technical potential out of the world's finest perfumers, that's why Freddy Malle makes the list again at number 4. Now moving on to my next favorite brand now at number 3. House of Matriarch. Now House of Matriarch perfumer and creative director Christy Michelle doesn't like to cut corners when it comes to this stuff. Michelle is a straight up ardent adherent to using the most premium natural ingredients if possible, and I think that's really cool in this day and age. But the brand has shown an openness to create some really high level bespoke fragrances for some of my favorite people too, like Imagine Scent and his collaborative release, the tropical fruity floral Toukka Total, or Emily Haynes of Metric fame, who recently debuted her really chilled out limited edition floral Siren. Now collaborations is just something I just get hyped for any brand, but to see them with some of the most premium ingredients featured is just something that I get furthermore excited about. And yeah, that's why House of Matriarch makes the list again at number 3. Alright, moving on to my next favorite brand now at number 2. Here's Creed. Now consistently speaking, you won't find another brand by volume that creates that many awesome fresher fragrance offerings than the Olivier Creed era Creed brand. Like anytime I'm unsure of what to reach for in the morning or going out, I'm likely spraying some boss fragrance like Aventus or the Melanie upbeat Millésime Impériale or the steely and chilled out Silver Mountain Water. They're simple enough to use for any of my desired personal occasions, but they're also done with such exuberance that they put a smile on my face and don't remotely bore me. And also, even the OG Creeds are awesome too, like the citrusy fruity floral Zest Mandarin Pamplemousse, Olivier Creed's first ever release through the brand. Can't forget about the OGs after all. But despite the brand's cheesy lore and the ever-rising North American MSRP, I still can't help but love this brand for their mastery of mimicking things like ambergris and all things fresh. That's why Creed makes the list as my number 2 fragrance brand / house. Now moving on to my main event now, here's my number 1 best favorite brand period. Byredo. Now firstly, thankfully Byredo isn't nearly as pricey as everything else I like out of this list, but that also means you aren't getting the most premium package as far as ingredients and prestige. That being said, I reach for fragrances from this brand the most out of all of them combined, mainly because they do a few things that I want out of contemporary perfumery. Number 1, they are easy to wear, like I can find a signature scent from this brand for any of the 4 seasons in my area. And number 2, they smell super modern, which I want because more often than not, I'm not looking for something that evokes mature or remotely dated thoughts. On top of that, each of these fragrances are based on founder Ben Gorham's personal life experiences with various people / areas of the world. And since I really enjoy the storytelling aspect of fragrances in a really easy to wear way, that's why I empathize with this brand altogether, and that's why they're my number 1. Again, it's Byredo, shoutouts to Ben Gorham. And there you go, Forum. Hopefully you enjoyed my top 5 best fragrance brands slash houses. But it's that time of the video where I'd love some of your feedback. Which brands are your favorite and what do you think of the ones I mentioned? Please let me know in the comment section below. And as always, again, if you enjoyed this video or if it put a smile on your face, please subscribe and like if you've yet to. Again, 500 likes and a random subscriber in the comment section below gets an assorted niche fragrance sample pack. So again, please help me help you. And until then, salute and thank you for your time as always. Take care for now. Peace out. Bye. Wear your fragrances.